Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
Hi there. This is going to be more of a public service announcement that I want to give you, something that will help you with regards to your safety. Okay. What had happened is, in case you do not know, my wife, her grandmother has died, and I've put it in my previous video. There was a death in the family. So we had planned that we would book a ticket for her. I normally like to book early in the morning so you can get everything sorted out properly. So the flight was at 8 o'clock. So obviously you have to go 1 hour before. You have to be at the airport at 7. Even though this is a small airport and anything, I still prefer to be safe. You have to be there at 7. But I generally like to be there a little earlier, so 6:30. And then the driving distance from here to the airport is half an hour to 45 minutes. So say roughly by 5 o'clock or 5:15, prefer to leave the house. Why I'm giving you the time schedule so that you're aware of what happened. Okay. And my wife generally takes 30 minutes to shower and get ready. My baby, 15, 20 minutes, whatever, unless she's having a bubble bath or something. So my wife told me she'll get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and she will shower and everything else. And she'll wake me up at around, say, 5. So for me, it hardly takes any time. I just need to have my coffee. Okay. So she would wake me up around 5:15 or so, and then we would leave. But the problem with me is if there is something to do, if there's a to-do list or there's something on my mind, I can't sleep. So in the night before, I was not able to sleep, even though I didn't drink any coffee. So I was busy doing work online, and I continued working all the way, I think, up to nearly 2 o'clock. Imagine I have to get up at around 5 or 4. Okay. So I slept, somehow managed to get sleep at around 2 o'clock. And because I drink a lot of, carbonated water, soda water, I get up multiple times in the night to go to the toilet. So I slept at 2 o'clock. And lo and behold, I woke up at 4:15 or so. I was like, man, I still need to sleep. I was trying to sleep, tossing and turning, but then I couldn't sleep. So finally I said, okay, I'll just go to the toilet and come back. So I got up half sleepy with only 2 hours sleep at 4:15 or so, went to the toilet. And as I was walking towards the toilet, I saw the light outside. So I knew my wife was awake and she was having a shower, and most probably she'll prepare food and everything else for the baby. So when I walked, the lights were on, and I was walking towards the toilet half sleepy. I could hear knocks on the door. I was like, from where these knocks are coming? Actual knocks. So, and my wife was like, darling, can you open? Can you open? I was like looking around and I was like, open what? And there I saw, we have one toilet is for having shower and bath, and one is for the commode, just answering nature's call. So there are 2 doors. One is for shower, one is for answering nature's call. So she was in the one where she was supposed to have bath. Actually, she went for brushing her teeth. And I said, what happened? She said, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm unable to open. I said, why are you unable to open? She said, I don't know. And mind you, I had just replaced all the locks in the house, means old ones which were rusted and all that, and put new ones. And we had tested them, and everything was perfect. This was almost a month ago. So I was like, try to open. And we have that bulb, like it's like a metal thing, no? You just turn it this way, and if you press the button from inside, then you can't open from outside. You have to put the key. So she had not pressed the button for that metal thing, and it was open. But even though we were turning it, the door had jammed. There is that thing, no, that goes in and out. So it went inside, but it was not coming out. And we are trying to open it. And it was jammed. And it's the toilet is small. It's not a very large thing. And this was we're talking of 4:30 in the morning. So I was like, trying to put force and all that. And imagine this: in the 6 years that I've lived here in this house, 6 years, not once did this ever happen. Not once. And we are trying, and obviously we have a flight to catch. Not me, my wife and my baby has a flight to catch. And you're talking of 4 o'clock in the night, 4:30 in the night. There is nobody there, and we stay in a forest. So even if we have neighbors, there's one neighbor a little bit far, and one neighbor slightly bit more far. And before, maybe 2 years before, we were totally alone. There were no neighbors also. And if you have to wake up someone, you have to travel maybe 1 kilometer and then have to meet the landlady. And she's an old person and they wouldn't know what to do. So anyway, she was locked in and I was like, oh, bloody hell, yeah, what to do? So finally I told my wife, because we had a flight to catch, okay, move a little back. I'll try to break it down. Before, I used to have very powerful legs. One kick and the door would break. I've done that before. Once, when one of my friends got drunk and locked himself in the house, 2 kicks and the wooden door actually broke off. So they were like shocked. Those days I used to do 150, 200 kilos squat. So my legs are soft. But now I'm not. So I was trying kick. I think in the third kick, the lock finally broke. And it took a little bit of effort, and finally she was able to come out. My wife said, now what do we do? I said, just forget all this. I will take care of it. You just get ready and we'll sort it out. And given the noise, my baby also woke up because, you're hammering and this thing. And for me, half asleep, I was like, I was just trying to make sense of things. I was like, bloody hell. The first thing that my wife said and I said, both of us said, what if, imagine my wife and my baby is going for, to the airport. What if I was alone in the house? I'm alone in the house and there are no neighbors and there is nobody. And if I forget to take, I generally take my smartphone when I go for a shower to listen to a podcast or educational program and then shower. And generally I don't lock. We never lock. We just close the door. So my wife asked, what if you were alone in the house and nobody was there? Now, obviously, I'm not going to die or something. That is a very extreme case. You can shout and thankfully the door is plastic. The bathroom door is plastic. It's not wooden. But I want you to imagine a scenario if the door was, let's say, strong or wooden and it doesn't open and you're staying in a house with maybe neighbors are not around or you're staying in a remote place. And this has happened, by the way. You might say, oh, Loy, never going to happen to me. But guess what? I'll give you a situation which has actually happened here in Thailand. This happened, I think, within this year. A single father and his daughter, they used to stay in one particular village. They have different houses in the forest. And a small girl, I think she was 4 years old or something. And as he was watching TV, he got a heart attack and he died. Okay, this actually happened. Huh? This is not a fake story. And the thing is, he had locked the house everywhere. He had locked the house from within. And now you're talking of a 4-year-old baby with the father. And the father's dead. Now the daughter is like, doesn't know what. And it seems that the girl was for 5 days or 6 days in a locked house. And there was no food. Huh? There was no food or there was nothing. And finally, they were running out of water. And the body was rotting. And finally, the girl, I don't know, presence of mind that she, uh, thankfully, the windows were not, didn't have the steel bars. She was able to climb out of a window through the bed, and there was a distance, but thankfully she didn't fall down. It was not a raised house, and she went and asked for water, and she said, "My papa is not waking up." And then she went quite a distance, and then they came running only to find his body rotting, and this became quite a bit of a news here. Okay, so all I'm trying to tell you is, if you're staying in an apartment where the people can each one hear their noise, fine, you don't have anything to worry. But if in case there is a possibility that maybe you're alone with a child, or um, you're in a place where other people cannot get in touch with you, please be aware that if you lock yourself somewhere in the house and there's no way out, I mean, it might sound funny. Okay, you got locked in the toilet. But if it really happens, I don't think it's going to be very funny. Uh, yeah, endless possibilities could have happened here. Okay, me being alone, somehow I'd figure out if a plastic door. But I was just thinking, if it was a wooden door, if it was a solid wooden door, and I could keep screaming, maybe someone would hear. I could keep screaming. That is one. Okay, fine. If I have the phone, no need to worry. But what if it was, let's say, my wife, and she didn't take the phone, and it's kind of a scary thing. And let's say you're a single parent with a kid or a child, and something happens to you, then what do you do? And I think around the world we have read one or two cases where the father or mother, something happened and there was a baby there, and so just scary, just scary. For some of you might not care a damn about this, but these are very real incidents. These are very real possibilities, and I think it's always good to listen from other people's mistakes and take precautionary measures. I have always tried to make the house safer, whether it's electrical stuff that my baby can put her fingers, or even electrical wiring where water is flowing, or near the toilet, or the washing machine, or the freezer. Sometimes my daughter has this habit of opening and dangling like this. Can fall down. So many things. Even this video was removed because people thought I was torturing my baby. We stack these drawers, right? These drawers where you put clothes. So you open one, open one. My daughter used to have the habit of opening one, making like a staircase, but then the whole cupboard can fall because you're opening. So you're opening the top, okay, and then the weight is uneven. You open another one, starts bending. You open the third one, and whole thing falls down, right? I had to literally empty the plastic, those drawers, and then let my baby enact this thing of opening the drawer and climbing on top. And then when it was about to fall, obviously the drawer shuts because you're pushing. Remember, it's falling, so the drawer closes, your foot gets stuck, and then it falls on top of you. Your foot can break, your arm can break. So we had to enact that in order to convince my baby not to do it. And I had to allow my baby to be in a little bit of pain where she was trying to pull her leg, but she could not, even though it was a empty plastic cupboard, a drawer. Imagine if it was filled with things, with heavy weight. Anyway, being a family man, I think our responsibilities towards our families and especially to ourselves and our loved ones. So take this video as a warning and please stay safe. And if any one of you has any incident with this electricity, whether whatever it is, please share those bits in the comments. We'll let people read. Like one very random one. Huh? This might sound funny. Here in Thailand, they don't have any like protection. It's all live wire. Where I kept the internet router, there's an electrical plug. One day my daughter was eating there, and this was before the table where she used to eat over there. I made sure that they would eat only in one particular area. My daughter was having a juice and she was just messy, completely messy with water and all that. And this electrical socket was next to her, and the water had fallen down. I was sitting in my room and I came out and I saw her in a puddle of water and she was playing and she was drinking. My wife was in the kitchen and there was this live wire there. Just imagine what could have happened. Anyway, we learn from our mistakes and make sure that your house is childproof. All right? Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.